All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, I suppose. Thank you all for joining us today. This is going to be the kickoff to our Now Generation 2015 mentoring program. So thank you all for coming. We have a few housekeeping things to take care of before we actually get started. Um, April, are you logged in from a computer?
I did. April.
Oh, there you are. Hey, April.
Hello.
All right, so everyone, let's housekeeping things that we need to take care of. If you mouse over to the left side of your window that you're looking at, you should see a list of applications come up. And once they do, you can click on the YouTube app. If you don't see the YouTube app, click the three dots and then select Add Apps and add the YouTube app. So I'll give everybody a second to do that. If you're having trouble, let me know. Bradley, are you still with us?
Hello.
Okay. Everybody got that?
Do we need to click on it?
Yes, just to activate the YouTube app. Hopefully that works for everybody. As a quick test, once everybody got it figured out now. So, Christian, correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody should see a window with a mentorship presentation by DMO team, a video that's queued up.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I see.
April and Bradley, y'all see that?
Yeah, I see it as well.
Mine is, I guess, trying to log into it. It's going kind of slow.
Okay. We'll give you a second. Once that's going, we can get started with our presentation.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to minimize that for now. And we will get into our presentation. I'm going to share with you all
My name is John Robinson. I'm the Chief of EO on Diversity at the State Department. Technically,
no, don't play it. Don't play it. Stop.
I'm sorry.
We're not ready for that yet.
Okay.
I will play the video.
Talking about I was asked. Tell us a little
Hold on.
something.
All right. Good. So for now, we're just going to leave that alone. I'm going to present the PowerPoint that we have for everyone, and then we'll begin with our introductions and everything, and get started. So let's leave the video be for now. All right. So if you could all mute your mics for a second, and I'll present this PowerPoint. Can everyone see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So welcome to the Now Generation, the Blacks in Government Now Generation Mentoring Program. This is our agenda for today. We'll do some introductions, give you some background on this program. We'll have that mentorship presentation I just showed everyone. We'll talk about the goals and outcomes and what's expected of you in terms of participation. We'll also share with you the project list. That'll make more sense later on. We'll explain the roles and responsibilities of both you and your mentors and what the next steps are. And following that, we will go over any questions that you may have. So with that, let's do a quick go around and let's introduce ourselves. I will begin. My name is Herschel Bowens. I work for the USDA Food and Nutrition Service here in, well, I'm not in Dallas, but in Dallas, Texas. I am a program specialist, and just give everybody else, just give us your name, whether or not we know you're all mentees. I'm a member of, I'm in Region 6, but I'm actually still a big chapter member in Region 1, which is the Greater Boston chapter. I haven't quite changed over my membership yet. And like I said, I'm in Dallas, Texas. So as we go around, we just need to know, we would like to know your name, what chapter and region you're affiliated with, your job title and your organization, and your location. So let's begin with, I guess we can start with the mentee. So ladies first. April, you want to get us going?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is April Harmon. I'm in the Dallas area, and I work for the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, and my title is a Caregiver Support Program Coordinator, and I'm with the Dallas chapter.
All right. Bradley, you want to take it away for us?
FEMA. I'm the lead contracting officer here in Chicago, Region 5.
And you're in Chicago, you said?
Yes.
All right, Christian?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Christian Blackman. I'm the Now Generation Coordinator. I'm located here in Region 11 in Washington, D.C. I work for the Department of State. I am a grants officer for International Programs Branch. I am a chapter president of the Carl T. Rowan chapter here at the State Department as well.
Melinda.
I think Melinda has to do the chat because, you know, her sound doesn't work.
Oh. Okay. Melinda's having technical difficulties, so hopefully everyone has their chat working and you can all see. That's Melinda there. Hi, Melinda. I guess she can chat and tell you more about herself. If you look on if you scroll to the far left of your screen, you can open up the chat, which is the second app from the top, and you can see Melinda's information there. All right, back to, this is far more cumbersome than I anticipated. Back to the presentation. Start screen share. All right. So we've done our introductions. History of the Now Generation. It was formerly known as Building New Leaders for the Now Generation. And thanks to Kristen and her stellar leadership, we shortened that name to something that's not quite such a mouthful. Basically, it is our job to provide big members, the young professionals under the age of 40, with opportunities to enhance their skills in the workplace. In June, you can all read. I'm going to try not to read this to you. It's really hard because I'm looking at it, but I will do my best. We took a survey in June 2013 and to generate interest, and the results of that survey were that members desired professional development programs and mentoring sessions to provide leadership development opportunities. So this pilot program is a result of that survey. A committee was formed, and we took the suggestions and we led up. All of this led to a special enhancement program at our National Training Institute, the first of which was in Dallas, Texas, when we held our first special enhancement program. Committee members are located in Washington, D.C., in Dallas, Texas, and in San Francisco, California. Our job is to create ways to bring members together, to determine how we can enhance the success of our members, and provide opportunities and special enhancement programs during the National Training Institute. Again, all of these things are focused at big members under the age of 40. Now we're going to present this video from Director John Robinson of the U.S. State Department. And give me a second, and I will play all of that for. I will play that for all of you. So back to this YouTube app. Everybody go click the YouTube app, and I'm going to start the video. If for some reason this doesn't work, I will try something different. All right. All right, everyone. Hopefully you can you got something from that. One of the things that he mentioned was getting a mentor, so that is why you're all here. That's one of the reasons we wanted to play that video. He also mentioned decision making, and that is a course that we had at one time as a part of the Now Generation. I hope that we can offer that again to you all. We'll see how that plays out as things go forward. But for the time being, we will get back to our presentation. So thanks, Director John Robinson. We'll have to send him a card or something. So moving on to the goals of our mentoring program, we wanted to provide you with the opportunity to strengthen your professional ties among the blacks in government members and among African American public servants in general. We wanted to foster the exchange of professional ideas between the mentors and the mentees. We wanted to present you all an opportunity for adult learning from our specific profession, and we want to facilitate the mentor-mentee interaction and develop a committed relationship. So those are the goals of our program. The outcomes that we expect are skills development and enhancement, career awareness, and leadership development, as well as career exploration and networking. I don't think networking can be understated in terms of its importance for those other 4 outcomes. And I know I'm kind of going through the slides a little fast, so I'll make sure that I send out this information to you all as well. So in terms of present participation, these are some of the things that you're expected to do. So we will run this program through August 2015, with our final capstone being the NTI taking place in Orlando this year. You've all submitted your mentor-mentee agreement. You will get with your mentor to develop an action plan. You will attend all of these online checkpoints. This is the first of them, so kudos to you for being 1/5 of the way through. We will all complete a project from the suggested list that we will show you later on in the presentation. You'll submit a 400-word or less article summarizing your experience. This is for the Big Reporter newsletter. This is a requirement for all the mentees. We're going to ask all the mentors to do it as well, but it's optional for them. And lastly, you'll complete a survey about the program and let us know what you thought, how you benefited, and what we can do for our future participants to make it better. These are the project lists. I will email out the completed document with the full description of all of these things, but just for the sake of showing it to you guys, I will show you, maybe I won't, sorry. I'll show you what it says for now, give you some background on these different projects that we have. So the first one is the individual leadership and development planning. I don't want to have to read all of this to you, so I'll just, instead of reading this to you, I'll just show it to you and I'll get back to the presentation. But the first one is the individual development / leadership development plan. The second one is developmental work assignments, which will be just things that you can do professionally to advance your skills. Shadowing assignments will be actual on-the-job training. Executive interviews, speaking to some of the senior executives in your prospective agencies. leadership readings, suggested readings by your mentees or by us, such as the book that the director just showed us and talked to us about in the video, and community service, which is hopefully everyone has an understanding of community service, but doing things around your local community to make it better. You will go over these projects with your mentors, determine which one you're going to do, determine how you're going to complete it, and you'll get back to us letting us know that at a later date. Before I move forward, does anybody have any questions at this time?
I have a question, Herschel, for April and Bradley.
Yes.
Have you all made contact with your mentors? Have you heard from them?
I
have.
You have? Okay, good. Okay.
Awesome. So both of you guys have made contact. That's great.
And if you've completed any of those forms, the mentoring action plan or anything, if you want to email them to us, that's fine, because we can just house them and just keep a hold of them, and then we can bring them back up again at the end of the program, or leading up into the NTI.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, we'll get back to our presentation then. Can everybody just make sure you either mute your mics or turn down any background noise so it's not distracting to anybody else? Thank you. All right, so in terms of your roles and responsibilities, these are all of the players in our program, the Now Generation Committee, the mentors, and you, the mentees. And these are the roles and responsibilities that we have. From our standpoint, our job is to make sure that we hold the mentors accountable for actually mentoring you guys. We will do all that we can to support the program and answer any questions that you have along the way. We will periodically send emails and check-ins just to remind you about what's going on and to make sure things are going well. And as it says, assist in the matching process, which we've already done for you two. We may get one more participant. We're still working on that, but they will join us on the next touch point if that's the case. The mentors, you can see some of their roles and responsibilities here. It's their job to share their professional experience with you guys, assist you in developing your current job skills and interests, and help you set realistic career goals, offer positive and constructive feedback, most importantly the constructive feedback, so that you can actually learn from the feedback that they offer. We expect them to help you expand your professional and personal networks, to coach and counsel you in any ways that they can, and to teach by example and serve as your coach, confidant, and advisor in your professional development. From the mentee standpoint, your job is to demonstrate the initiative, to show a willingness to learn, to establish clear goals and communicate openly about those goals with your mentors. Feel free to communicate with us as well, as we will assist any step along the way. Make sure you take personal responsibility for the growth. You'll get out of this program what you give into the program, so we want to make sure that you take the responsibility to see yourself grow. Be receptive to the feedback that they provide. Be a team player. Work with your mentor in completing those projects and helping you to develop, and maintain a positive and constructive attitude along the way. The next steps, this is our schedule for our touch points and what our check-ins that will be going on. As you can see, it's a tentative schedule at this point, but this is what we have. Our first our touch points, we're calling them lessons in leadership, and they will be on different topics, such as just leadership in general, networking, things of that nature. You will get information prior to these touch points about the topic and the presenter and things of that nature, as well as schedule as the timeline goes forward. Most importantly, the first week of June will be our first lesson in leadership. The last week of June, early July, will be our second one. And the first week of August will be our third lesson in leadership. And then our program wrap-up will essentially be the week or two leading up to the NTI, which starts August 24th. And that's when you'll be required to submit the 400-word article for the big reporter and complete the program evaluation. Before we take questions, I do want to say that this program is not designed to stop with the relationship with your mentors is not designed to stop with the end of this program. We want you guys to really invest in the relationship so that you can foster a long-term relationship, one that that you can benefit from for years to come. So with that said, does anybody have any questions?
Not everybody all at once. I have a question. So for April and Bradley, like Herschel was sending this out, and so we have projected weeks that we would like to have touch points. If there's any particular day that you all prefer, like if Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time will work for you, that would help us as we secure the Google Hangouts. That would be great if you all kind of let us know your availability.
Evening is fine during the week.
Okay. Any particular day of the week that you prefer? That way we can have just like a standing day when we have our touch points.
Any day but Friday.
I agree. So can we go with Tuesdays?
Tuesday's fine.
Yeah, that's fine for me too.
Okay, so we'll work towards that. So so the weeks that we have the touch points, we'll look at Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, burning questions that you guys might have?
What the NTI? Where is that going to be?
It's going to be in Orlando.
Okay.
So if you all are able to make it, you'll be able to meet us and, of course, participate in other Now Generation activities that we're working on right now to have at the conference.
Okay.
And if there's other individuals that you know that want to participate in the mentoring program, whether it's a mentee or a mentor, just let us know, and we can just roll in folks, all the way up until the NTI. The only thing that we ask is that they be a member of Blacks in Governance. That's about it.
Okay.
April, you said you were a member of the Dallas chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to talk to you about that so I can get linked up with the chapter out in Dallas, because I haven't been in Boston in almost 3 years, and I'm still a member of that chapter.
Oh, okay.
Melinda, did you have anything you wanted to add? All right. Well, that really settles the orientation. As I said, I'll send out the PowerPoint as well as the link to this broadcast once it's posted, and the link to the video that we just saw, and the list of the projects to you all. And we'll be touching base with you in the coming weeks to let you know when we need that decision from you for the projects and any other pertinent information that comes along. But if no one else has any other questions, I just want to say thank you all for participating in the program. This is our first, well, it's our second shot at this, but this is our first time doing it in this format. So thank you for being the guinea pigs, and Lord willing, everyone will get what we hope to accomplish out of this. So thank you for your time, and thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Herschel.
All right, you guys have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.